Welcome to Meg Talks, the Move with Meg podcast. I'm Megan Kerrigan, and I will be sharing ideas on how you can become a more consistent and confident dancer that understands your body and mind. Hi guys, and welcome to another solo episode of Meg Talks. Now, this week, dancers from all around the world are stepping onto the biggest stages of their lives. But if you are not one of them because you're too young, you didn't qualify, you're injured, or you're just not there yet, this episode is specifically for you. Because you've still got work to do, and this week could be the turning point if you choose it. So I wanted to do this episode specifically to go out at this time because I know dancers will be excited at home watching Fesh TV, having watched dancers in their class prepare for World Championships, having watched older dancers in their class prepare for the World Championships, maybe just missing out on that qualifying place this year, or maybe having qualified but not being able to dance because of injury or other circumstances. So I wanted to give you guys an episode specifically for you and what you can do to make sure that that title is correct, not at Worlds yet. Okay? It's not the be all and end all being at the Worlds this year. It's the start of something powerful today. If you listen to what I've got to say and what I've got to offer you and what I've got to share with you, this is the start of your next chapter. This is the start of your yet. It's the perfect time now to spend a little bit of time looking inwards. Okay? Thinking about yourself, building better movement. So finding the foundations of your movements. That's my favorite thing to do at Move with Meg. And start to fix and understand the corrections that are holding you back. So, not just trying harder, but actually working smarter and gaining a greater understanding. And that is exactly why I created the Move Like a Champion mini course, and why this week is the perfect time, if you haven't already, and even if you have, go back and do it again, for you to dive in. It is free. It is in the Move with Meg app. I will pop a link in the show notes so you can sign up, get that, and get started right away. You can work through it this week. I know lots of dancers are off school this week and next on their Easter holidays. So it's the perfect time to work through this and get prepared for the start of that next chapter for you. So this week is the start of your next season. It's the end of the season, the World Championships usually. Once dancers come back, they usually have a bit of a wind down, a bit of time off, and then it's refresh and restart again in time for getting back into Irish Nationals, British Nationals, US Nationals, North American Nationals. So we want you to be not peaking right now, preparing. This is where your real progress starts behind closed doors in making a decision to actually take yourself to the next level. Not just moan, oh, I'm not there yet. Not just sit and wallow. Not just, oh, I wish I had turned out feet. I just can't have turned out feet. No, you can. It's just the understanding, the learning about yourself, and then the actual consistency of putting it into place that is the difference between now and then. Now and your best self in the future. Most dancers wait until Fesh season to fix things, but you are not most dancers. You wouldn't be listening to this if you were most dancers, right? You're looking for something. You are looking for the path to your next level, and this Move Like a Champion course is it. I promise you. So, I want to talk a little bit about why I created the Move Like a Champion course and my what, why, how framework. Now, it kind of roots back to when I was dancing. And my dancing teacher always used to say to me, lock your knees, lock your knees. Now, I knew my correction was to lock my knees. Number one, I didn't actually understand what that meant. Number two, I did not know how to go about it or why I couldn't do it with my little finger quotation marks, because I felt like I was doing what she was telling me to, but the correction kept coming. How many of you listening have felt that? You know your corrections, but you just don't know how to fix them, or you feel like you are, but the correction just keeps coming. It's like a stuck feeling, right? It can come across to your teachers as you being lazy and not going away and working out what this is. Can you hear them getting more and more frustrated the more they have to tell you about it? So my teacher one day, finally, after about a year and a half of telling me to lock my knees, said to me, "Do you know what I mean?" And I said, "No, I don't." The minute she explained what she meant, I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I wish I could say I went away and found out the reason why I couldn't do it. But I didn't do that because Move with Meg wasn't a thing. And that's why I created it. So, trying harder isn't always the answer. You are trying to fix that correction you're being told about. And this is that frustrating feeling that I keep getting faced with dancer after dancer after dancer, which is why I created this course so you can go in. It is free, so it's accessible to any dancer, and learn your what, why, and how. My favourite framework and the most important framework for, yes, for Irish dancing, but actually for everything. Understanding what your correction is, learning why that holds you back, and then how to improve it. Because it actually makes the corrections corrected and then stick. Okay? So it's not like, okay, I tried extra hard today. My teacher didn't mention my turnout. But the week after, if I'm not thinking about it, it comes back again. It's something that we work on to a deeper level. All right? So getting so much deeper, understanding the what, why, how, and honestly, it changes the game for so many dancers. And this is what I work through basically in our one-to-one assessments. Okay, tell me your corrections. Now I'm going to work out why you get those corrections. And then in our program, I'm going to show you how to improve them. Can you see how that works? So the what is our conversation in our assessment. The why is me then looking at your body and how it moves. And actually, the reason you can't straighten your knees isn't because your hamstrings are tight. It's because your quads are weak, right? Then I've got the why. You understand the why. You think, that's great to know, because I've been really trying and I was starting to think that I couldn't do it. You can do it when you've got the information and the reason why, and then we can put the how into place. Does that make sense? So that is the reason why it gets rid of corrections forever or for a longer period. I'm not saying forever because they always come back because we're dancing all the time, growing, changing, all these things. But the what, why, how, it just makes me excited. And I love that feeling of being on an assessment and a dancer having that moment where they think, that makes sense to me. Now I know it's not because of my effort, because we take a lot of this on ourselves. I'm not trying hard enough. My teacher is telling me the correction. I'm not fixing it. I'm not thinking about it. You can't just think about strengthening your quads and then get stronger. You have to actually do some work outside of that, and then they will gradually get stronger. And what we work to, especially with my one-to-one dancers, is how do you know that correction is improved? Because your teacher will probably start talking to you about something else. They don't have a party. They don't jump up and down and say, "Yay, you finally fixed that correction." They just find something else to talk about, right? That's when we have a party. When they're talking to you about something else, that's when we know we've done our job. So the Move Like a Champion free mini course takes you through 5 moves that you really, really need to know. Okay? We talk about turnout. We talk about lower back flexibility. We talk about kick height. Now, every single dancer has strengths and weaknesses, has areas they're great at, has areas they're not so good. Think about yourself in your dance class and think about, okay, I kick really high, but Mary, who actually beats me on competition day, she's got really turned out feet, but she can't kick very high. Can you see how everybody is different? And that's what this course helps you to do. It helps you to identify your own strengths and your own weaknesses so you know what to work on. It takes about 4 weeks. That is it. 4 weeks of consistency, and it's free. So, if you're serious about next year's Worlds or a future Worlds, or even just your next competition, it's a great place to start. It's a great one for parents also that maybe don't understand dancing, don't understand how to help their dancer, are a bit lost. You work through it as well. Go through it with the dancer, go through it in your own time, just watch the videos. You will be able to learn, and then you'll be able to help your dancer to correct that key thing that they are being told consistently, or that you know is holding them back because the teacher might have had a conversation with you. So, this week, I want you to make a promise to yourself, right? Instead of watching others compete, maybe scrolling on Instagram and seeing people at the Worlds and feeling a bit left out, promise yourself that this is your starting line. This is your changing point. This is when you take things into your own hands, your goals into your own hands, and you say, right, I'm going to start now seriously making a difference. Decide to show up every day for the next 4 weeks and see what is possible for you. The differences we have seen from the start of this course to the end. You take photos at the start, you take photos every week, you take photos at the end, you compare that difference. Honestly, that over 1,000 dancers have been through this mini course, and the education that it gives you about your own body and how to continue to work forwards and how to continue to improve your corrections is unbeatable, right? And it's free. You might get to the end of it and think, I need something more. Then we'll talk about the Gold Club, talk about what we learn in the Move Like a Champion and how to implement that inside the Gold Club, right? But starting this Move Like a Champion, it's 4 weeks, it's free, and this time next year, you could be the one on the world stage. And if not, you could be miles closer than you are right now. Okay? Even if you are 9 and you know, okay, or if you're 8 and you know, or your dancer is, and you know in a couple of years, they're going to be looking to want to qualify for Worlds. Put this foundation work in now. Education, information. The more information you have about yourself, the greater understanding you have about yourself, the better you are going to become. It's about taking responsibility. Your teacher can tell you your corrections. Your teacher is qualified to teach you Irish dance technique. I am qualified to teach you how your body works in line with Irish dance technique. Can you see how they come together really nicely? So teacher tells correction. Then you come, look around our resources, work through this Move Like a Champion. Find the reason for that correction, the why. And then I can give you the how. And that is how this all works as a team. And then you simply, with that new information, have to just implement it and be consistent. And that's where the progress photos that we take within the Move Like a Champion course are great, because they help to keep you accountable. They help to show you the progress you're making. Sometimes progress is slow. And in this day and age, we want things like this, right? We're used to ordering a delivery. Oh, we can't make it to the supermarket. We can order food and it just appears at our door, right? We have no patience anymore. So I understand why dancers find it difficult to wait for that progress to come. But it will come, and that's where the progress photos come in. Seeing a tiny difference is going to encourage you to keep going. Whereas if you just think you might have made a difference, you are less likely to actually continue with the movements. So, with all that said, go and click the link in the show notes below. Download the Move with Meg app and start the Move Like a Champion course today. So the link in the show notes will click you through. You'll just put your information in. That will then take you to a page where it gives you the app download links. Download the app and it's free. So remember, it's made for exactly this moment. And the first step to becoming the dancer that you know you can be. Go learn my what, why, how method. The dancers at the World didn't get there by chance, not by luck. They did this work. And now it's your turn to make it. And I'm not at Worlds yet. All right? Thank you guys for listening. Hopefully you feel inspired, you feel ready to take action, and you are already scrolling down to find that show notes, those links in the show notes for our Move Like a Champion course. I can't wait to see all the names popping up. If you do start it, please share on social media. Make sure you share this episode with other dancers that may be in your situation or other parents that may have dancers that are feeling a little like this today. Have a brilliant rest of your day. Thank you for listening, and we'll be back with another episode very soon. Thank you for listening to Meg Talks. Don't forget to share your favourite parts of the episode and tag us on Instagram at movewithmeg with 2 Gs. And as a special treat, head to movewithmeg.co.uk/Fest Day Warmup to access your free video. See you next time.